everyone and welcome back to Marvel Zombies, a Zombicide game, and today we're doing the first proper mission from the rulebook that comes with the core box. It's called The Hunger, and we'll read the blurb in a second. However, first I just want to mention thank you very much for the support on the series, and I did put some corrections during editing. There wasn't too many things. I did miss one big thing even while editing though. I put it in a pinned comment, but just in case you didn't read it, and to make it clear for gameplay, because it is important, it ruined a couple of my turns actually. You don't apply the effects of Ravenous at the point at which Hunger is maxed out. If you end a turn with a character, a hero zombie who is maxed out Hunger, when it rolls round to your next turn, then they are under the effects of Ravenous. So I made a couple of turns much harder on myself than I needed to. I think Captain Marvel would have lived if I'd noticed that mistake. Same with remembering that bystanders have even give you powers, because I think Hulk's, when he ate General Ross, could have helped out a bunch. So I did miss a couple of things there, and that was the most important one that I put in a pinned comment because I missed it during editing. So I just wanted to make that clear. I think that about covers it. We're going to try Iron Man instead of Deadpool, because Iron Man and Wasp, as it turns out, are the two ranged options from the core box. So I wanted someone who can attack at range 1 as opposed to just point blank. But we can talk more about that once we look at the mission brief. So the mission brief reads, the infection was almost instantaneous, and with it came the endless hunger, always there, always pushing you for your next meal. When it takes over, it doesn't matter who you were, what your morals were, or who your friends and family were. If they're alive, they are food. This hunger, it cannot be sated, only suppressed. So we're playing on 4 tiles now, as you've already seen. The objectives are, they can run but cannot hide. Accomplish these objectives in any order. Devour all bystanders. If any of them make it off the board, you lose, and take all objectives. So on that note, to the bottom left, actually I'm going to pull back a little bit, there we go. To the bottom left of your screen, there's one objective with a bystander. In this building here, one objective and a bystander. Top right, bystander, objective, and in the subway kind of entrance on the left there, it's just a single room. There is also a bystander and an objective. It's an action to take the objective, and again, bystanders can only be devoured and are lowest on the target priority. Only then are we allowed to escape through the exit that's marked on the left here. And it is also worth mentioning that if you're playing with 5 or 6 zombie heroes, there would be an extra spawn point right here, but I'm just using the 4, so there is not. Let's see, special rules. A taste of flesh. Each bystander gives 5 XP to the zombie who devours them, and then be prepared. Each objective gives 5 XP to the zombie hero who takes it. So we're going to have to be very careful about Captain Marvel eating everybody and leveling up too fast, because that's what happened last time as well. One last thing before we get started, we'll take a look at Iron Man. So here is Iron Man's card. His basic attack is a missile wave, and unlike the other heroes I was using last time, he and Wasp have range 0 to 1 as opposed to just range 0, 3 dice base, and a 50-50 chance on each of them to do damage. But when combined with his starting power of Repulsor Blast, he seems really good. After attacking with Missile Wave, which is his basic non-devour attack, you may push all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone. It doesn't even say it has to be away. You just push all enemies into an adjacent zone, which seems really, really good for handling swarms. So we'll see that in effect, and with that, we'll jump into turn 1. Alright, I have zoomed in, and as we're beginning my turn, I'm raising everyone's hunger by 1. You just have to trust that I'm doing it correctly on the boards, because I want to stay zoomed in a little bit. Incidentally, if you want to know how I painted these miniatures, I just use contrast paint for everything I paint, but I have a series called Getting Stuff Painted. They'll be in the next one, which will be in the new year. Anyway, as far as I can tell, the most dangerous building is the one you can just about see here, because there's only one way in. So as we start, I think I want to go after that one, and top right, because our exit's on the left. So, who would make a good team? Captain America and Captain Marvel, I guess. He can defend her while she murders everyone. So let's start with Cap, I guess. We'll go one action to come over here. Second action, we're going to bust down this door right here, which means we have to reveal the... Oh, as I immediately regret zooming in as much. There we go. We have to reveal this bystander to see who it is. I shuffled all these. It's Blind Owl. It's Deadpool's roommate. So we'll see what power she gives if we actually manage to take her out, which I should hope we do. And there's one spawn card in here as well, so I'll just quickly grab that. Again, I shuffled the deck ahead of time. Just take this. So, oh come on, it's one superhero instantly. Okay, Well, in that case, let's see whose model I'm going to have to go look out. Just quickly shuffle these. It's going to be Wanda again. So Wanda's making a reappearance. She's guarding Blind Owl for some reason. I'll go look at those minis. Alright, so we've looked at Wanda. There she is again. Blind Owl is here. Incidentally, on the last video, someone mentioned that apparently you only reroll successes for Wanda's card. That is not what it says. It says zombie heroes in her zone must reroll all hits. Oh, actually, well, by all hits, maybe it does mean all successful hits, but it doesn't say that. It just says all hits, and you're rolling for hits. So it's a bit... I can see it being read both ways, let's put it that way, but I'll do the only successes. So I'm going to use his last action, because he moved, open door, to just walk in here. And the reason I'm doing that is then we're going to go with Captain Marvel. She's going to go, oops, 1, 2, and she's going to attack Wanda and try and take her out. Now, because she's only at Hunger 1, her Mighty Punches is only going to be 3 dice in total. It's 3 pluses, but she has to succeed twice because of Wanda's special power. So we'll see how that goes. She succeeded the first time, but got to do it again. She doesn't, and she increases her hunger by 1. But Cap's there to back her up, which is why I did that. So when Wanda attacks one of them, he has a 5-6 chance to not take any damage. Unfortunately, that's their turn done. So she went up 1 hunger, didn't really achieve anything. There's no troopers or specialists to kill. So we're back over to Iron Man and Hulk. I want them to take out the right side building as well. So I think we can just do that from here actually. Maybe move the camera up a little bit. There we go. So let's go with Hulk. 1, bust open door for 2. Alright, there. And is there 2 spawn points in here? No, there's only 1 spawn point and 1 bystander, so the bystander is... What the? Rescued? Oh, I think you take those cards out of this for this mission. Instead of spawning a bystander, draw a spawn card. I'm fairly certain you were supposed to remove those, I apologise. Let's just take the top one off the deck and see who that is. It's Agent Coulson, and he's a fighter, not a runner. Okay, I'll look at Agent Coulson in a second. Let's see who's spawning. Please not a superhero turn 1. Please not a superhero turn 1. Guard rush. Spawn then activate. 1 guard. Okay. Well, we can spawn our 1 guard. He can activate. He only gets 1 action. So it would be to... Would he defend the bystander? I'll check while I'm spawning Coulson. I think he might move on to the bystander as opposed to Hulk. As far as I can tell, he does just activate and go towards the closest zombie hero he can see or knows about. So he's going to come out there and say hello to Mr. Hulk and ignore Agent Coulson in the building. I think I'm thinking of a later story mission where there's guards bodyguarding bystanders through the map. Either way, Hulk has 1 action left, so he's going to punch the guard. So his base smash is 3, hunger level 1. Let's put this where you can see it roughly. Let's do this. 4 pluses. Very nice. Unfortunately, he increased his hunger by 2, but he did get the 2 wounds required to take out a guard, so he got his XP for that. And he is out of there, meaning that Agent Coulson, the poor so-and-so, is utterly defenseless in there. In a way, that was actually a really handy spawn card to get. They are only worth 1 XP, right? Yes, they are. I've got the cheat sheet over here again. Very handy. So, Iron Man then is going to go 1, 2, and with his repulsors, shoot at Agent Coulson. Oh wait, no he can't. He has to devour. In that case, it might be worth not going, because Coulson will try and attack, but they only have 1 action, so if he can't see anybody, he's going to move out here. If I leave him in there, I think he can shoot from where he is. Actually, it doesn't say he has range. No, I think that's okay. We'll move Iron Man in here, so that was 1, 2, and we'll have him draw a trait. Why not? As his last action, because I have to devour Coulson. So he got Rotten Strength. Discard before attacking and increase hunger. Enemies suffer -1 toughness. Good for taking out heroes and specialists, but not much else. So I think that's going to do it for my first turn. Yep, so now we just need to cover NPC movement before spawns. Coulson's going to come through here because he's aggressive. Blind Owl's going to stay where she is because she can't get anywhere else. There's no doors or anything. Wanda is going to attack the square. By square, I mean the one down here. Which means on a 5+, Captain America blocks the hit. Oh, so close. She's going to do 1 wound to somebody. I'm going to make her do 1 wound to Let's take the hit on Cap. So he's down to 4 health. And then we do spawns. So we'll pull back a little bit. So the number 1 spawn is right at the top of the map. So we'll do that one first. And that is a single guard. Welcome back. We'll just spawn him up there. And then the other spawn point is on the bottom right of the map. Down here. Again, there would be a third spawn point if you were playing with 5 or 6 heroes. Oh no, that's bad. Guard rush, spawn then activate. Again, I was still a little unclear about whether or not you spawn and activate all guards on the map or just the ones that spawned. But either way, so they would move right there. I'll activate him. Why not? He comes down there, so it's very guard centric today. But that is the first round over entirely. It's rolling back round to me now. So as we begin turn 2, this is the important thing to note because of those teeth, the ones that Hulk rolled. He is now at the Ravenous point. He's at 4 hunger, but it would not apply until the next turn, assuming he doesn't devour someone this turn. So it's just a bonus, more or less, for this turn. Iron Man's up to 2, Captain Marvel's up to 3, and Steve's up to 2. So with that, we have a lot to do on both ends of the table here. Let's see. Let's maybe just turn this way a little bit and handle down here first. We're going to use Captain Marvel to try and take out Wanda because we need to do all the wounds in one hit, as it turns out. So let's start with a Mighty Punches, 2 base, plus 3 for her hunger, means we're rolling 5 dice, re-rolling successes unfortunately. So let's see, so they were all successes, good grief. Let's see her do that again, because of Wanda's power. So that's a fail, but that's 4 successes. So she did indeed eat Wanda. She did also get a hunger though, so she's now maxed out. So Wanda's gone, and that means that Captain Marvel gains 3 XP. That's her first XP of the game. And she has 2 actions left, so she's going to go plop and devour poor Blind Al. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. This is what, 5 dice because of her hunger level. We just need 1 4+ for poor Blind Al to... yeah, she's... Actually, only just did it. There was only 1 success. Blind Al has been eaten, and that means Captain Marvel gains her power, which is... I'll just lean over here, sorry. Each time you would be wounded, you may increase your hunger to roll 1 die, and then on a 3+, negate the wound. Wow. That's really good. So that is Captain Marvel's power from eating the bystander. She's done. Steve's going to walk in here. Oh, and sorry, she gets 5 for devouring the bystander. Oh no, that means she's in yellow already. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, she's at 8. But that also means she has 1 extra action, actually. But I'm not going to use the objective with her, because that would be stupid. She's going to get XP too quickly again. So for her extra action she just gained access to, she's moving back there. Steve's moving in here. He's taking the objective. He gets 5 XP for that. That's his first XP. Just moving his XP thing. 1 action left. Coming back out there. I'm trying to clear out the right side of the map as fast as possible to then just run to the left and hopefully get out. Now we need to go to the north of the map. So up on this end of things, I'm afraid Agent Coulson is going to follow closely behind Blind Al. Iron Man is going to use a Devour attack, 1 attack base, 2 extra for hunger. He just needs 1 4+. Can you see that? Yes, you can, as long as I roll over here. He got it, and you ignore hunger symbols when you're doing a Devour attack, so he's going down to 0 as well, so did Captain Marvel. And poor Agent Coulson, he's also out of there. What power does he give Iron Man? Once during your turn, you can increase hunger to perform 1 free ranged attack. That's actually perfect for Iron Man, I didn't even know that. So you can do 1 free ranged attack in exchange for 1 hunger. So that's 1 action. For his second action, he is moving up here, and he's going to reveal that objective, which means he just gained 10 XP in total. 5 for Coulson, 5 for the objective. I also apologise about jumping between the left and right of the camera. I know that can be annoying because of the sound, but it's playing in a bigger area, so can't really solve that. So that means he has 1 extra action as well, actually, because he's into his yellow zone as well. For his extra action, it would save time if he just broke the door down. Yeah, he'll do that. He will bust this door open to help him get across to the metro station faster. So that's him done. And Hulk, I just want him to eat somebody because he's maxed out. So he's just going to go 1, up here for 2, and say, hello, guard. For my third action, I will devour you. 5 dice, needing 2 4+, I guess, because he has 2 wounds. Wow, that's a good roll. 6, 6, 6. 4 6s and a 1. It's ridiculous. You have been eaten by the Hulk. Thank you for playing. So that's Hulk back down to 0 hunger now as well. And that was move, move, eat. Yeah, he's done. So, we'll pull back then. And come down here a little bit, because now it's the enemy turn. Those 2 guards moving to here. And then we spawn. So we'll start with the number 1, which is up by Hulk and Iron Man. 2 specialists. Oh wait, no, sorry. 3 specialists. We're into the yellow zone. 3 specialists. Right there. And then the 1 down the bottom. 3 specialists, you don't say. Okay. There's 3 more specialists. Thank goodness they didn't activate this turn. So that's 3 specialists right down there in the corner as well. So 3rd turn, Hulk is up to 1 hunger, so is Iron Man. They both ate people. So did Captain Marvel, she's up to 1 hunger. Steve's getting a little high, that's him up to 3 of 4 now. So ideally, I guess he wants to eat somebody this turn. I think I want to handle the top of the board first though, because we can do some fun stuff here if we do Iron Man's turn first. So let's just pan up ever so slightly, zoom in, and we'll just do it live. So let's make use of Agent Coulson, who is digesting in his belly. So once during your turn you can increase hunger to perform 1 free ranged attack. Let's do that. Iron Man will go to 2 hunger. He will use his missile wave, which is 0 to 1 range, it's a ranged attack. 3 dice base, plus 2 for hunger. And he's looking for 4 pluses. And if he doesn't even get them, he can push them into Hulk and have the Hulk handle them. So we're looking for 4s. We actually didn't get a single 4. We got 3 2s and 2 3s. I see. I see. Well, that was a free action, so he still has 4, because he's in his yellow. We'll just do a normal repulsor blast. I think you have to do damage to push as well. Oh no, actually you don't. After attacking with missile wave. Doesn't say you have to get a kill. But I would like to, is the thing. So this is his first proper action, because Agent Coulson was a free action. He managed to kill... How much health do they have again? They have 1 health but 2 actions. So he killed 2 of them. Splat, splat. And he's using the repulsor blast skill to shove the last one into Hulk. I presume you can do that even though you can't see the square. I might be wrong about that. By all means correct if it is wrong. So he has 3 actions, because he used 1 to do that in the free action. So that's 2, that's 3. So he shot, moved, moved. Oh no, so he has 1 more. Do I want to open that immediately though? Is there a spawn in there, or is it just a bystander? There is a spawn. That's risky. If he opens it, Hulk could attack, move, move. He's not going to be able to attack this turn. No, I think I should wait till the next turn. I think that's a smarter bet. But he has an action left, so let's draw a trait. Why not? Insatiable. Discard after attacking and increase hunger to reroll any dice. Very good. So that's him done. Let's go with Hulk. While we're up here, real quick. He is going to smash, because I don't think he needs to eat this turn. So that's just 3 base, plus 1 for his current hunger level. Looking for a single 4 plus to beat up this specialist. He got 2 with no 1s. So, they're gone. Oh, I forgot to give Iron Man XP for the 2 he beat. Apologies. And then that is another 1 for Hulk. Hulk's gaining XP slow. So he's only got 2 actions left, so he is going to go 1, 2. So we're kind of doing a pincer movement. Because if the bystander in there is not a combat type, they will try to run. And if they get off the map, you instantly lose. So I'm having to cut them off at the pass, as it were. Alright, down the bottom of the map, the crowd control is not going quite as well. So Captain Marvel's got 4 actions, Steve's still only got 3. So let's go with Steve and go 1, 2, 3, and he'll kind of stand his ground here and fight them off, I think. I'm not sure if I want to bust open this building just yet. The nice thing about the building in the bottom left, which is just out of frame, there is a door here as well. So you could bust in, fight your way through, get the bystander, bust that door, and you're right at the exit. Problem is is it 2 spawns or 3? There is 2 spawns in there. So it might take a combined effort. So for Captain Marvel, let's just go 1, 2, 3. And I don't want to bust it open this turn, I think. We'll take a trait with her 4th action. prep for a really good turn next turn. Submit to hunger. Discard during your turn, increase hunger by any amount, ignore ravenous this turn. Oh, it's to make yourself super strong for a turn. Interesting. Okay. Why would it say ignore ravenous this turn if it doesn't apply till the next turn? That's the confusing part. I'm not sure. I guess because the hunger step is first, and it means do it then. Yeah, it says during your turn. It doesn't say at the start. It's a little strange, that. Either way though, that is my turn, so now we need to pan out again. These guards are right on us. And these runners, sorry, specialists, 1, 2, because they get 2 actions, they are bearing down on us as well. And then it's the spawns. We'll just pan up a little bit. Top of the board. It is 4 troopers, and then they activate. Oh, okay. So 4 troopers, they are all on Iron Man. Because they walk right onto him. That's going to be a problem next turn. I wanted him to smash open that door and get in there. And the other spawn, all specialists, extra activation. 1 extra activation this turn. That's really bad. It doesn't spawn anything at least. But that means they can move and attack. Well, that means 3 5+ chances to ignore wounds. It didn't ignore any of them. So it's 3 wounds coming in, huh? I get to distribute them how I want. Let's do 1 to Steve and 2 to Captain Marvel. So they're both at 3 health. That was bad timing. So as we begin the next turn, I'm not even sure who I want to go with first, but let's handle Hunger. That's Hulk at 2, Iron Man at 3, Captain Marvel at 2, and Captain America's at 4. So he's going to be Ravenous next turn unless I do something about it this turn. Who do I want to go with first? Oh, I don't know. We have to handle the situation with Captain Marvel and Captain America. They're getting beat up. It's not good. But, and you have to target guards first as well, which means they need 2 wounds to take out. Let's go with Captain Marvel then. She's the killing machine. I've just got to be a little bit careful with her XP gain is all. So currently at 2 hunger, she's rolling 4 dice with her mighty punches, and she's allowed to kill specialists for free. So that's important. So let's do that. It's on 3 pluses. Okay, so that's a miss. That would kill a guard, but then the other one doesn't, sadly. But she can kill a specialist for free because of Energy Blast. So she gets 2 XP. That's her up to 10. And she has 3 actions left. Well, she'll just have to do it again. Just as hungry as before. 3 pluses. Oh, that's nasty. So she increases her hunger by 2, unfortunately. So she's now maxed out, but she does kill another guard. And she kills the specialist, thanks to Energy Blast. So that is 2 hunger maxing her out. 2 more XP. And she's done 2 actions. I'll make her do a Devour on the last one. I know Steve needs it as well, but I'm hoping the building will have some tasty treat for him. So, just needing 1 4+. Again, only 1 4+ was rolled. But the last specialist is eaten. That puts her down to 0 hunger. 1 more XP. She has 1 action left, because she did 2 punches and then a Devour, and she's got 4. She'll open the door, so Steve can get in there and eat someone. Bust down the door. Who's this, the bystander hiding in here? It's Betty Ross again. Okay, I'll look that out in a second. We have 2 spawns, starting with the one furthest away, so we'll start with here. It's a superhero. Okay, and then the other one. Sidearm. Troopers open fire. All troopers perform 1 sidearm attack action targeting only zombie heroes. Oh, and the sidearm attack here is listed. So that means Iron Man's getting 4 attacks that hit on a 5+, I presume. So let's just roll that real quick. On a 5+, they hit him. 1 wound. Okay, that could be a lot worse, honestly, because that means there's less things in the building. So Iron Man's down to 4 health. And now I need to go look at Betty's miniature again. Oh no, we need to see which hero I need to look at as well. It might be a new one. Scarlet Witch is gone for this time. She disappeared into a red cloud. We are fighting Doctor Strange, who I forgot activates a spawn point, or counts as a spawn point last time, so this time I'll try and remember. Yeah, acts as a spawn point during each enemy phase. So ideally he needs to die this turn. And I don't know if he will, but he needs to. Alright, Dr. Spooky is on the board, along with Betty Ross again. We're going with Cap. thanks to him being ravenous, this is our best shot at just taking Doctor Strange out in a turn, I think. So he's only got 3 actions though, so it's 1, 2, and then he's getting an attack, and we'll just do Vibranium Shield. 2 attack, 2 dice normally, 4 extra for him being ravenous, well, level 4 hunger, not quite ravenous yet, and needing 3 pluses. Where can I put this so you'll see it? Here? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only needed 3 to take out Doctor Strange. Get devoured Dr. Spooky. We'll take our 3 XP, which actually gives him an extra action, because that puts him from 5 to 6, 7, 8. He's into his yellow. So he has 1 extra action. He can't take out Betty this turn though. So he'll just move in here for next turn. She's going to run at the end of the turn, but she won't get out of the building alive. So that's okay. And now we need to go back to the top of the board and work out what on earth we're doing there. Oh, it is worth pointing out that does mean at the top of the next turn Captain America has to be ravenous and will only move and devour. Perfect. That's totally fine. He's going to be the one to take out Betty. So, Iron Man is surrounded and now cannot do the thing I wanted him to do. So he's going to have to open by attacking. He's at 3 hunger. That's good enough, because that means he's rolling all 6 dice for his missile wave. You can use it at point blank range. It's 0 to 1. I'm not sure where I can put this so you'll see it. I think here we'll have to do right smack dab in the middle of the map. Looking for 4s. And he rolled 2 with 2 hunger, so now he's maxed out. So, he killed 2 of them. Boom, boom. Put him up to 14 XP. And he's just going to shove them away. Back into the spawn zone. With his repulsor blast. I maybe should have used Insatiable there. To reroll. Should I do that? I will use Insatiable because I've still got the dice as they were right there. So I'm going to use up Insatiable. He can't get any higher hunger anyway to reroll any dice, so I shall reroll the misses, which were 4 of them. And 5, 6, 6, 3. Yep, okay, never mind. They died. So that's 2 more XP. Now his XP is dangerously high, but that's only 1 action. Second action. I'll get this out of the way for a second. He's opening this door. Kablam. He's got 2 actions left. Who's he found? Oh, okay, these cards should not be in the deck for this mission. I apologise. Let's draw another one. He found General Ross again. Alright, well, Hulk didn't shoot him apparently. So Thunderbolt Ross will spawn in here along with, because it's a spawn room. Ooh, 6 troopers. Okay, I'm going to need to look at General Ross again, but let's just fill this room. There is an objective in there as well, with 6 troopers. So he's got 2 actions left. He doesn't need to go in, is the thing, because he has range. Oh, incidentally, if you're shooting into a building or are in a building shooting an adjacent room, you can only shoot adjacent rooms. You can't shoot like through 2 rooms. But it's not relevant here. Just as a note. Yeah, so he is going to shoot at them, but I'll look at General Ross first. So if this plays out like I hope it will, Hulk is once again going to eat General Ross. And this time we'll tell him to chew. It's fine. So, third action for Iron Man, because he attacked, then he opened the door. He will do a missile wave. And he's still maxed out hunger. So he's still rolling 6 dice into the room. And that means I'm still going to need to move this where you can see it, hopefully. And we're just looking for 4 pluses. He has rolled very well with that. That was 2 5s. I just knocked it onto a 6. So that was... He's killed 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, that's put him into his orange section though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. Well, what does he gain when he gets to orange? He gets evasive maneuvers. After completing any attack that eliminates at least 1 enemy, you may perform 1 free move action, ignoring enemies during the move. Huh. Okay. I'm going to make use of Repulsor Blast, and this is where things are a little weird. The exact wording says, after attacking with Missile Wave, you may push all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone. Oh wait, no, that would push Ross as well, though. I was going to push just the last soldier onto him to do a Devour. Hulk's got this, right? Yeah, Hulk's got this. I'm just gonna use his last action to move over there to hit towards the exit. I think we're almost done. So for Hulk, if you just get this out of the way momentarily, first action, bust open door. Second action, come in and say hello to you, good sir. Third action, oh wait, he doesn't have 4 actions though.
Wait, we can do this. Hang on. He opened the door, went in. Currently he has one action left. If he uses that to pick up the objective, that will give him another action. He still can't attack General Ross this turn though, because there's a soldier survived. I am going to do that though, to give him his 4th action. So he's taking that objective. He gains 5, which takes him up to 7, just into his yellow zone. And then he's going to do a basic attack. He's at hunger 2 currently, so that is 5 dice. 1 4+ kills the soldier. Ross isn't going to run though, he's an attacking type. Got it. Last soldier dead. So he's actually just going to shoot the Hulk, which makes very thematic sense. That is my turn, I think. I think so. I don't think I can do anything else. The only enemies on the board are Betty and General Ross. So Betty's just going to run into an adjacent room. I know you can't see it, but she's just running away from Cap. And General Ross hits Hulk for 1 damage. And then we do spawn cards. We'll just pull back ever so slightly. Come back over here and see what's happening. Top of the table. Another superhero, really? And then down the bottom of the table is 8 troopers, because we're in the orange zone with Iron Man of all people. So let's see what superhero I have to look out, and I'll just get the soldiers in a second. It is... oh, Black Panther, we haven't seen him yet. Perform a number of actions per activation equal to 1 plus the highest damage level amongst... danger level, sorry, amongst the zombie heroes. 2 to 5 actions. So that would mean 3 actions. So he has 4 in total, I think. Because it's 1 plus the danger level, and he's at danger level 3 of 5. I think. That's scary. Alright, Black Panther is on the board at the north, and if we just turn ever so slightly, there's a big horde of shield agents down there. But I think we might be able to get out this turn, or at the very least set ourselves up to win next turn. It's gone so much smoother this time, and that makes me think I've done something wrong. But anyway, Iron Man is ravenous, Hulk is at 3, Captain Marvel's just up to 1, and Steve is already ravenous. So they both can only move and devour. Let's start with Hulk then. He is going to devour General Ross. That is 3 dice base plus 1, because he's not quite super hungry. We just need 1 4+. We got 3, no, we got 4, he maxed it out. General Ross is once again eaten by the Hulk. So we saw his one last time, although I forgot to use it. Once during your turn you can increase hunger to push all enemies into an adjacent zone, which yeah, would have been super handy last time. So that was one of his 4 actions. 2, 3, and he's just leaving. Although I've just realised, it's a free action to leave. I was just going to say if it's an action, then people who are ravenous can't do it, but if it's a free action, I presume they can. Because Iron Man just wants to walk off the board. He's just going to go 1, 2 off the board. That might not be allowed if he's ravenous. It's not an action, it's a free action. So I'm not sure, that could be wrong. It also would mean he'd have to stay and eat Black Panther to be able to even get off the board. He might be able to do it with this turn, thanks to having Rotten Strength as well. Black Panther's got 4 health though. So on 4, 5, 6, 7 dice with... oh, he could make his toughness -1 actually. You know, let's see if it would matter. I'm just going to roll the dice to see if it would make a difference, just in case you're not allowed to leave when you're ravenous. I don't think I've read anything in the rules that said you can't, but just in case. So there would be 1 extra dice on top of this, needing 4s. So we'll just reroll one of the misses, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So he would have taken Black Panther out. It would have meant he couldn't get out this turn, but he's not really in any danger. So he would have been fine either way. So let's just say he's off the board and can carry on. So I was just having a quick look there. I couldn't see anything at a glance. However, I forgot you're not allowed to use the exit until all the objectives are done. So technically, Hulk and Iron Man are still just standing there looking at their watches, tapping their toes, you know, getting impatient. They can't technically leave until the next turn. So I guess we'll try and do it right, because Steve needs to activate. He needs to use his first action to get rid of this objective. Then he needs to move, and then he needs to devour. Oh, you know what? He might not be allowed to interact with the objective because he is ravenous. So let's redo that then. Captain Marvel will have to get it. So he moves here for 1 and then eats, which is 5 dice, needing 1 4+. He got it. So Betty is unfortunately devoured. When moving, you may increase your hunger to move +1 zone, is the thing he gets from her. So moved 8, and then he's busting open the door for third action, and walking out here into the exit as well for his fourth and final. For Captain Marvel, 1, 2, 3, removing that objective is her fourth action. And I think it just comes down to, can Black Panther catch up to the exit? 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just counting up Steve's XP as well. I don't think it's going to matter, but they're not technically out. Now the exit is activated. And the question remains, can a ravenous zombie actually leave a map? Let me know in the comments about that one, I'm not sure. But, we just come over here. This army of shield troopers, they just move 1. Right here. Now Black Panther normally has 2 actions. Performs a number of actions per activation equal to 1. Actually no, he has 1 by default. But then you add on the danger levels. So the highest danger level, assuming the blue level counts as 1, and it does say between 2 to 5, so I guess that would make sense, is he has 3 extra actions. So he has 4 actions. Shortest possible route, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't matter. So his 4 actions would get him onto the exit as well, which means we're going to have to take him out before we leave, I think. Let's look at the spawn card to see if it's anything that matters, because it might be free activations. That is 3 guards at the top, and then they move 1. And then down the bottom, 10 more troopers. They're not going to get into combat. I'm not going to bother looking at 10 troopers down there. But I'll look at the guards though, and there'll be 1 square down. So we are going to play out a proper final turn just to see what happens. I'm going to see, we technically have already rolled this, but I'm going to roll it again with Iron Man. I bet it's not going to be successful this time. Oh yeah, hunger-wise, Hulk's at 1, Iron Man's ravenous, Captain Marvel's at 2, and Captain America's at 1. So he's going to try and devour Black Panther using that rotten strength to lower his toughness by 1, which means he's toughness 3. He's rolling 7 dice, no, he's rolling 5 dice, sorry. I didn't do the devour last time, I did the missile wave, which I couldn't have done, so never mind. But it's 5 dice needing 4s, and 3 of them need to be successful. Oh, well, 3 of them were successful. Normally it would require 4, but his rotten strength trait has been used up, and that lowers Black Panther's health to 3 instead of 4. So Black Panther is gone, and then he uses his next activation to walk off the board. He's not ravenous, so that issue is no longer a problem. And then the other 3, they're off the board. Captain Marvel, 1, 2, off the board, just like that. So that was much smoother than trying to go through the tutorial. Yeah, that went very well. I'm just looking at the next one. The next one takes place at Avengers Tower. It uses 6 boards, which is going to be murder trying to fit into frame. I'm going to have to move the player board somewhere else, I think. But I do want to carry on, and it seems like people want me to as well. This will probably be the last one of the year, but expect the next one very early into 2023, as soon as I can find the time to record it. It does seem like it's a much longer mission, though. The estimated time to complete it in the book is 45 minutes, which means it'll probably take me like an hour 20. And it uses a lot more bystanders, there's a lot more puzzly nature to it. You have to try and find a key card, and some other hidden rules as well. Oh, and it introduces the Avengers sign, which you can use to chuck at people as well, which is quite fun. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed. Apologies for anything that was done incorrectly, or an oversight. If you want to support what we do here on the channel, please do consider becoming a channel member or pressing the thanks button. It helps out a lot and is reinvested in the channel. Or just pressing a like and leaving a comment helps in a little way as well. Enjoy your new year, and I shall hopefully see you next time. Ta for now.